Long time no see, Sierra. Good to see you've got a handle on things around here.
It's not all...
Wow, a personal visit from Oak. To what do I owe the honor? Whoa, Oak.
That's not funny, you know? You really put us through hell. Sierra was beside herself. And she wasn't the only one. Everyone was worried sick about you. Come on, Xiao.
Thank you for caring about me. Sorry for all the trouble, guys. I got one useful thing out of it, though. I can connect to Camille's and track photoner activity now.
Is this the makeup of the enemy forces?
They had the element of surprise, which made them a threat. Not anymore, though. It's time to regroup and launch a counter-offensive. Sierra, can I count on you one last time?
You bet.
Hey, dog, Janky.
Sounds like it's time for us to act.
Yeah.
Come on, Theo.
Yay. He doesn't know what to do. Counter-offensive gambit. Dear God, servant of Shiva.
Oh, hey. So, Xiao's back, is he? What a relief.
I heard the Draconian Elders helped improve his predictive abilities.
Nah.
That should help us hold our own against the Photoners.
But an upper hand in an intel war won't do much against someone as tough as Shiva.
He fused with a frickin' clone of the frickin' sentient
Whose side are you
planet.
on, anyway? Though from what I've heard, she is incredibly powerful. And Shiva's not the only one. Those two minions of hers seem pretty dangerous too. Who the heck are they?
Your mom.
Oh, right. Them.
Do you know something, Aurora?
Of course she does.
Yeah, apparently those two minions are victims of the Photoners too.
How so?
It all started with a single vessel, the ultimate vessel, created for the sole purpose of manipulating photons.
Quote-unquote recap for all those who...
But it gained intelligence, and so two deities were created to assist it. Those were Mitra, goddess of deceit, and Varuna, god of justice.
Varuna. Why is that familiar? I remember now. When I was summoned to Omega, he was there. You were there too back then. Didn't you recognize him?
You think I had time for people watching? I don't exactly remember the face of every man I see either. But he may have recognized me, even though I look different from how I did way back when.
So that's why, when we headed to Epic's Imperial capital from the South Fortress, he wasn't there. Usually he stuck to that princess like glue, but he said he had other business to attend to, because you were there perhaps.
Anyway, at the time those three were created, the final replica of the Akashic Records, the Profound Darkness, was born. As a last resort, the ultimate vessel was stripped of its self-awareness. It was to serve as a vessel for the Profound Darkness. So, the formerly self-aware ultimate vessel was discarded in subspace, along with her attendants, Mitra and Varuna. They too were victims, created and abandoned at the whim of the Photoners.
But we're not Photoners. Why come after us?
Yeah, I feel for them, but it's tough to have sympathy when they're acting like such jerks. So, go ahead, Guardian. Beat him to a pulp.
O mighty shadow, darker than the blackest night, bestow upon me the power to devour my enemies and become phantom. At the cusp of twilight, vanish into darkness amidst the moonlit gloom.
Yeah, you can see the seam right down the middle.
Wow! What a flash of something quicker than the eye can see! So this is the new Phantom class, huh?
Yeah. Whatever.
But what was with the, dramatic reading right before your attack? Wouldn't that give the enemy plenty of time to escape? I mean, is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary. Enemies who hearken to my words will be petrified with fear, draining them of their resolve to flee in the face of certain death.
Flap, 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 flap.
This umbral incantation is needed to stop the enemy cold in its tracks.
No, it's not. I can just whack them with my sword and they're dead.
I don't know. Are you sure you're not just chanting because it sounds cool?
Yeah, of course he is. You're right on it, Patty.
Patty, don't just come out and say it.
He needs to hear it.
Don't be absurd. The chant is essential for victory. At least speaking for myself, it is.
Shut up, Kiki.
I think I get it. If you want to be a master phantom, you've got to go full edgelord and embrace the darkness. I don't have a clue what it means, but that little speech you gave sure sounded cool. Teach me the way of the phantom.
What are you doing, stupid?
Very well.
Really?
The Phantom class depends not upon ridiculous concepts such as justice in battle.
Well, is there ever any justice in battle, normally?
Think only of defeating your enemy. Disregard justice. Look away from the light and never fear the power of darkness.
Lame. Just attack. Don't care about the enemy. You don't need it.
In your case, Guardian, I can only imagine what an Arks as powerful as you could do as a Phantom. If that justice-obsessed simpleton sees something in you, then even she may have some redeeming qualities after all. Perhaps I've said a bit too much. Farewell.
That guy's so friggin' cool! I want to do that awesome chant too! Almighty Phantom, shrouded in darkness!
Shredded? I think shrouded is the word you're looking for if you're trying to sound like him. Whatever. What kind of scoop did you get on the new Phantom class and its advocate, Patty?
Tormented warriors, wreathed in blackest mystique, words as sharp as any blade, their sanguine judgment falls heavy and swift. Behold the 11th class Phantom!
lost her.
Alrighty, let's try this again. Yes, what perceived.
It's horrible!
Much better.
Just plain horrible! I refuse to accept this!
Would you stop whining? Ah, it's you. Don't mind Katori here.
I've gotta know, why is the Phantom class so popular despite not having a lick of advertising? Oh, do you think they were forced into phantomhood through Code Abyss?
No.
Please ignore Katori and her delusions.
Now you're calling me delusional?
It is a bit puzzling how a class could gain so much recognition without any advertising.
Seeing him in action causes intrigue. That's why.
Saga and I put our hearts and souls into promoting our class to get bouncers on the map. So it doesn't seem fair to me. What do you think happened?
Intrigue. Phantoms are appealing.
And what are bouncers? Chopped liver? Gah! How did he get so popular without lifting a finger?
He lifts his finger all the damn time.
Something is not right here. Do you realize what Stratos did to popularize the hero class? So much.
Advertising. Pathetic.
Ah! How long have you been behind me?
Anyone convinced to be a phantom through advertising will eventually face regret and ruin.
How did you fly under my radar from such a short distance? That takes remarkable skill. Are you the Phantom Advocate? The one they call Kyokuya?
It is you, isn't it? What do you have up your sleeve? I mean, zero advertising? Come on! Wait! Did you use some sort of, like, reverse psychology? Advertising by not advertising! Is that a thing?
Don't be absurd.
There's nothing absurd about it! Getting your class recognized is a big deal! Stratos put a huge amount of effort into promoting the hero class, and it's paid off!
That is precisely what I'm calling absurd.
How dare you insult Stratos like that? She poured her heart and soul into that class!
Pardon, Katori. She's not exactly one to keep a cool head. Still, would you humor me and answer one question? You said something about facing regret and ruin. What did you mean by that?
Exactly what I said. Walking the path of the Phantom is a grave undertaking. One who is not ready to abandon justice, who becomes a Phantom as a result of advertising, will die full of regret and despair. Only those who realize that even justice has its limits will naturally be called to the way of the Phantom. Only the latter deserves to be a Phantom. That's all there is to it.
So, you accept only those who have fully prepared themselves in body and spirit, the opposite of a hero who embraces growth.
The meaning of life is different to a hero. The Phantom exists solely to achieve what is unachievable through justice. The indecisive are nothing but a hindrance. If you want them, I cede them all to you.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Of all the arrogant, sour-faced blowhards I've met, he really takes the cake.
His resolve is commendable, but overconfidence can be dangerous. You'd best be careful.
Hey! Is that the big shot secret to success? Being an arrogant jerk? Right! It's time for a tactical shift.
You seem to be laboring under a key misconception here.
Paradox, light and shadow.
Kyuki, you coward! I said that was enough, so why didn't you stop?
I have no problem being called a coward. If that's what it takes to win. No method is too underhanded.
You've gone too far! Don't you care about my feelings? Such an idiot, Kyuki.
Wait. Why is everyone staring daggers at me? I sense great hostility.
Because you're the bad guy here, Kyoki. Right?
You're both wrong.
I guess you're right. It's a bad look to cause a scene like this in front of everyone. Well, let me explain what happened. We were in Amduskia to suppress Draconians in the corrupted region. The tainted Fallspawn were extremely tough, but I wanted to take them on in a fair fight, in the name of justice.
Pathetic. And how'd that work out for you?
Our operatives suffered heavy casualties. And because I was so fixated on my front, they got hurt shielding me from a sneak attack. I was distracted and let my guard down. But suddenly, the tainted Fallspawn started dropping one after another. It was Kyoki and his phantom, sapping at work.
So what? You were ordered to suppress the Draconians. Slaughter is not how you keep justice. Your insistence on righteousness and proper methodology is what led you to sustaining casualties. Is that what a hero does?
Well, no, but...
A hero virtuously protects others, fighting to the very end. No, that's your conviction. But conviction dulls the mind. Now that you've faced a situation where justice failed to protect those you value, do you still subscribe to it? Justice has clouded your judgment. Use your own eyes to determine what is right. That is what will keep your mind sharp. I don't want to see you get hurt again.
I'm fine now, Kyoki. I'm a different person than I was back then. When my kind of justice can't solve the problem, your version of it can help. I see that now. Anyways, my apologies for all that drama.
Yeah.
I'd better be off now.
Finn's new addition.
Hey, mate. I feel like it's been a while since the two of us shot the breeze. I heard the announcement about what happened. There's hope on the horizon, but we've got to stay focused, huh? I probably already said this, but UC and I are general affairs, so we're up to our necks with work and deployment orders. But I reckon we've still got it a lot easier than you do as a Guardian, mate. If there's anything I can do, no matter how trivial you might think it is, just let me know. Happy to pitch in whenever, mate.
Your help. I mean, God. Both of these are pretty meh.
It's a relief to hear that. I'd like to see to it that UC and Aurora can
I'd rather
live
not
freely
say
someday. I mean, walking through life with your own personal rain cloud, agonizing over once being Darkfalls, must really be tough. That's why I promised myself I'd do something for him. Seems like you already sussed that out, though. Second on my list is offering my services to you, however they might be needed. Crap. Just remembered I've got a meet-up with UC. Gotta go. Sorry to chat and run, mate. Better be off now. Knock 'em dead out there.
Well, that's kind of what we literally do as Arks operatives, but okay. A lover's fist. Oh god. This guy again. Nobody like him.
Brilliantly struck, Kikuhime. Why, I do believe I've ruptured an organ. Mon ami, it's a pleasure to
Fox
see
Princess,
you
I
again.
think.
No need to worry. This injury is but a part of Kikuhime's training. An irreplaceable asset indeed. Anything I may receive from my little darlings, be it an injury or otherwise, is something to be proud of.
You're an idiot.
She's saying, nice to meet you. I am Kikuhime. You honor me with your presence. And such. Kikuhime is one of my more well-mannered, refined little darlings. Isn't she affable? She's a bit of a worrier, yet ever so gracious. She's always kind enough to massage my aches when I'm fatigued. Would you, Kikuhime?
Whack.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Nobody likes you, Pietro.
You worked the knot out! Ow! 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 Her famous gut punch massage gets it done. Cold sweat never stops, and it's heaven. Her love always hits like a brick. What do you think, Mon ami? Isn't my little darling the sweetest?
I think you need to, less massage and more assault.
It's a massage. This loosens the muscles, eliminates fatigue, and even burns those pesky calories. Just feeling the overwhelming love flow from her constant attacks, why, it nearly brings me to tears of joy. Her technique and poise while stringing together blow after blow.
Huh?
It's so
I'm sure it's good at
elegant, so
lowering your
magnifique,
cholesterol levels.
truly a work of art.
Your body's always replacing all those cells.
Ever the demure maiden, my Kikuhime. Of course she's embarrassed by such lavish praise. You humble thing, you. Ah, yes, mon ami. Allow me to show you Kikuhime's resplendent, spectacular combos next. Ah! Oh, wait, I didn't mean to. No! Take it easy. Ow! 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 You're just brimming with motivation today, Kikuhime. But please, wait a... Oh.
Mothership animated.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry to put you through all this trouble. Thanks to all of you, my image is now visible through the Dracolite. Although my main body is on Amduskia, the mothership is still under occupation. The link I had with it is completely gone, and we have no way of re-establishing contact at this time. The mothership is currently surrounded by Shiva's squadron. All operations are at her command. Honestly, I feel as if my own home was invaded. To say I'm unnerved is putting it lightly.
Well, it's because it did.
We still don't have any means of reclaiming it. But I can assure you, we'll find a way. And when that time comes, we'll need all the help we can get from you. I'm counting on you.
Because there's nobody fucking else. As always. So searing flames of darkness. Yeah.
power of darkness residing within me, the time is now. Hearken to our eternal covenant. Hey, it worked? Oh, it's you. Please don't give me that look. The new Phantom class was just made official, right? So I can only assume the Advocate will come and badger me into selling it for him. What do you mean I could just say no? I'd feel bad doing that, considering how much effort they put into making these classes.
He's not gonna come and make you sell it.
So I'm practicing for when the time comes, and he needs me to do PR for him.
He's not gonna do that.
I helped out with Stratos, didn't I? Heed my summons, oh mighty Phantom Advocate! Whoa! I actually summoned him?
He was around.
Somebody called for me. For the Phantom. Was it you? You again? Waiting for the Phantom, are you? Perhaps you're fascinated with death.
Yeah, I don't think that's it at all. Anyway, what sort of advertising does a Phantom need? Lay it on me, baby! I've been practicing some potential lines.
What are you talking about? Who asked you to promote me?
Huh? Well, I mean...
I heard someone calling out, so I heeded the summons. You're telling me it was just some juvenile prank?
Hold on now. Aren't you gonna advertise the new class? Don't you want people to learn the ways of the Phantom?
If you're that obsessed with promoting me, feel free to do so. On your own.
No, I'm not! It's just that Katori and Stratos were desperately trying to recruit for their new class, so I figured...
A Phantom has no need for that. We reside in darkness. Those who bask in the sun and only see light could never hope to understand. A word of advice for you. Renounce the way of the Phantom while you still can. Only oblivion awaits those who peer into the abyss. One last thing. That chant of yours was not half bad. A little training will go a long way. Farewell.
I don't know what to say, boss. You still keep some strange company.
Nah, they follow me. I'll try to keep them.
If he's not even promoting his class, I've been standing in front of all these shoppers chanting my butt off for nothing! I'll never live this down!
God damn, I'm tired of hearing about all this shit.
By the way, did you hear about the newly established Phantom class? Rumors are going around that it's the shadow of Arks, among other strange stuff. I'm sure it's unrelated to Void, but it still has me pretty concerned. The upper ranks that approved it think it holds an important place in the Arks community. But Arks is better off without a class that dabbles in shady practices. Anyone who's okay working under a questionable moral code is a bad apple in my book. That path only leads to sorrow.
Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you?
Maybe it's faster if I tell him directly.
I'm impressed you could sense me here.
So... out of curiosity, did you come to hear my songs, Kyokuya? As the Phantom Advocate?
Don't be absurd.
Then let me ask this again. Why do you choose to live the way of the shadow? It only leads to sorrow.
Now that we have the hero class representing light, the natural order dictates that it casts a shadow. The light is too bright for me, which is why I've chosen the way of the shadow, where I can shape my destiny with my own hands.
Yeah.
So, you think being a shadow to balance out the light will bring you happiness? Still,
If the shadow's power is found wanting, the shadow itself shall be consumed. Life and all.
Well said. Your position in the Intelligence Bureau is based on merit after all. Yet I wonder if one who fits between light and dark can triumph over the sheer density of my shadow.
It's undeniable that you put a great deal of effort into obtaining that power.
Effort? Don't make me laugh. I was born with the talent to...
Did you never consider walking another path? Choosing to live as the shadow means inevitably hurting those you hold dear. It strips you of the ability to love and be loved in return. Do you fully understand this?
You're quite humorous. Listen well. Shadow appears in the absence of light. The two can never coexist. The one who knows only of light moves toward the shadow. The one who insidiously knows their despair shall take root. You asked how prepared I am to walk the path I've chosen, but you failed to realize that I have already walked it to the bitter end. Thus, it is not in the nature of a shadow to love or be loved.
Then, the sadness and despair you hold inside is the basis of the shadow.
If anyone is clinging to sadness, it is you. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of your sorrow. The shadow does not suit me. Compassion, kindness, and the ability to smile are traits unique to the powerful light. Perhaps I've said too much. Farewell.
You tried.
Doesn't he know I'm the 0 of 6? How dare he show such disrespect?
But I see right through him. He's keeping his distance from others so as not to hurt someone important to him. And although he denies it, I'm fairly sure he is a man of tremendous diligence. I sense there's something he's very passionate about achieving. I say he's worthy of our trust.
A ruthless and trusting heart.
Oh, it's you again.
Yes, it's me again.
Listen carefully. Someone will soon approach you to ask, have you seen the Black Wolf? And you must reply, neither hide nor hair. Farewell.
Okay.
Hey! Come back! Oh, hello. Have you seen Kyoki?
Yeah, I saw him.
I'm humbled you'd tell me. I thought Kyoki would have forced you to stay silent. So he must still be in the area. Let's see. Come on, Kyoki. Stop playing around and show yourself. I'm not gonna shut up until you come out. There's no point in disappearing. I can read you and your whole magician act like a book. So, educate me. When it comes to fighting, where do you think a hero's skill set is lacking most?
I'm not falling for that. Figure it out yourself.
Oh, come on. Give her the feedback.
I haven't slept for 3 days thinking about this, but I keep coming up short. So, I'm asking for your help.
A shadow cannot illuminate the light. I have nothing to teach you.
That's not true! You taught me a ton of academic stuff when we were little. I remember all the examples you used to make things easier for me. You're an excellent teacher. Luco said so too.
Luco? Who the devil is
Luca.
that?
Huh? I can't believe you said that. If Luco heard you, she'd be furious.
I've wiped all memory of the dead from my mind. And so should you.
She's not even dead! She's out there alive! Somewhere!
Then bring her before me at once. I'll kill her right here and now.
How could you say something so horrible? The three of us promised to all pitch in and overcome any obstacle that stood before us. Remember?
Irrelevant. I'll never forget what that traitor did to us. Never!
I sincerely apologize for involving you in this. It's something that happened a long time ago between us. The three of us were inseparable growing up. We learned together, laughed together, and developed an amazing bond. Luco eventually joined Arks to work as a kind and hospitable maid. I was so proud of her. But 5 years ago now, something happened. One day, Luco sent a letter to me in Kyoki, inviting us to a beautiful old mansion just outside the city. She didn't give a reason, which I found a little strange, but we went to the mansion the next day anyway. No one was there to greet us, though. We ended up never hearing from Luco again. We searched desperately for her, but the Arks database eventually listed her as deceased because her signal totally vanished.
That's a load of garbage. She set a trap at that mansion in a bid to kill us.
You're wrong. There's gotta be some reason why she called us there and just vanished.
Lie to yourself all you want. Investing in false hope will only lead you to ruin.
I know. It's just... Luco was so kind. All she wanted was to take care of people. I refused to believe she would try to hurt us like that. Besides, even among Cass, she's one seriously sturdy gal. I'm positive she's alive. I refuse to give up hope. When she's back, I'll be the first to welcome her home with open arms.
Alrighty. That's gonna be it this week. Thank you for joining.